Have you ever wondered why your thoughts feel like a constant battlefield? Or why your inner calm seems to be under a persistent assault? It isn't a mistake. The adversary focuses his efforts on your mind and your household because he is terrified of the truths you might discover. There are specific spiritual decrees that act as a total shutdown for the darkness, and once you start speaking them, the atmosphere around you has to change. The first profound truth comes from Luke 10:19, which states, "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." This is the message the shadows hate the most because it exposes the ultimate deception. Most people live as if they are defenseless, but this verse proves that the legal right to rule has been handed over to you. You aren't someone who is just trying to survive. You are an enforcer of a triumph that has already been finalized. When you recite these words, you are reminding every negative thought and every source of terror that they are trespassing on property that belongs to the king. You aren't pleading for a rescue, you are exercising your command. Next, we look at the strategy found in James 4:7. "Submit yourselves therefore to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." The reason this creates such panic in the realm of darkness is that it reveals the secret to becoming untouchable. You cannot effectively push back against an assault if you are trying to do it through your own willpower or human logic. True strength comes from bowing down. When you align your heart completely with the Creator, you become a brick wall that the adversary cannot climb. He doesn't just walk away discouraged. He literally runs in the opposite direction because he recognizes the divine presence standing behind you. The next time you feel overwhelmed, don't try to work harder. Simply lean into God and watch the opposition evaporate. Another essential tool is 2 Timothy 1:7. "For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." Terror is the primary chain used to keep believers from their calling. It tries to convince you that you are weak or that your future is in jeopardy. But this scripture clarifies that panic is not a part of your spiritual DNA. You were designed to carry a spirit of influence, a heart full of compassion, and a mind that remains perfectly still even in the middle of a storm. When you declare this truth, you are effectively cutting the wires of anxiety. You are reminding your own soul that clarity and courage are your birthright, and as a result, the lies of the adversary lose their volume. You must also stand on the promise of Isaiah 54:17. "No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn." This is your spiritual insurance policy. Notice that the verse doesn't say that challenges won't arise or that people won't speak against you. It says they will fail to reach their objective. Think of this as a divine shield that surrounds your life. An assault might be launched, a trap might be set, or a lie might be whispered, but it simply cannot take root. You are operating from a position of absolute safety. When you speak this aloud, you are drawing a boundary in the spiritual world that nothing can cross. Finally, we find the ultimate victory in Revelation 12:11. "And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony." This verse is a nightmare for the darkness because it points back to the moment the battle was decided forever. The sacrifice of Jesus provides the legal grounds for your freedom, but your personal story is the evidence that the adversary has lost. Every time you talk about how God brought you through the fire, you are shining a bright light on the failure of the dark side. Silence is what the adversary wants, but your voice is an instrument of war. Your account of God's goodness is proof that even the worst situations can be turned around for your benefit. These aren't just ancient sentences. They are the keys to your liberation. When you carry these words in your heart and release them with your mouth, you change the rules of the game. You are no longer reacting to the world. You are reshaping it. If you are ready to stop being the target and start being the conqueror, type Dominion in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe so you can continue to build your spiritual strength and walk in total confidence. Your voice has weight. It's time to use it.